Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat from your great state of New York, and and Omar have pretended to be handcuffed after being arrested in a protest. The images
So was she actually arrested or she wasn't arrested?
Well, no, I don't think so. Well, whether she was actually arrested, she was definitely not handcuffed, as we can see in the images.
Just because again, I was in law enforcement, so you don't have to be. All right, a lot of people get this confused a little bit, so I just want to just be very clear. If a police officer says you're under arrest, at that particular moment in time, you are under arrest. So if you start running and stuff, you're just literally resisting arrest and blah 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 blah. So you don't have to have the handcuffs on. So as soon as they tell you you're under arrest, technically you're under arrest. So I'm not sure. Now, sometimes I've been in situations where we didn't have enough handcuffs and you put your hands behind your back, that type of thing. It happens. But generally, though, to be under arrest is just being told. So, but now I don't know the fake handcuff story, but I've know it's happened to me before. We had a guy with like a cast on his hand. You put your hands behind your back when you go. So sometimes it does happen, but I don't know the details of the story.
Yeah. The images of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat New York, and Ilhan Omar, Democrat Minnesota, seemingly pretend to be handcuffed on Tuesday as they're escorted away by a Supreme Court by police drew amusement and ridicule. Among the left-wing squad members, they joined an abortion's right protest by the Supreme Court that blocked traffic. So you can protest, that's fine. You can't block traffic, that's not fine. Video caught Ocasio-Cortez walking away with policemen holding her and another protestor's arm smirking with her hands behind her back in typical handcuff pose, but not cuffed. At one point, she raised a fist in the crowd of solidarity, confirming she wasn't being constrained. Omar also could be seen in the video walking away from the protest with videos behind her back in a handcuff pose, despite not actually wearing them. And I believe there's some video of it. Let's see if this shows us what we need to see in terms of the imagery. Yeah, there she is with her smug look, ass face, and look, no cuffs, liar, liar. It's all performative. It's all performance. She's down there to be performative. She's doing the thing to get performative, so she can complain about it.
Yeah, this is the protest arrest. I've dealt with a whole bunch of these where people want to be arrested because it's part of the movement or whatever. So I'm assuming she was arrested because they have the cop was taking two people away. Neither one of them was handcuffed. So she put her hands behind her back. I don't know. I think this story kind of seems. You know what? I understand. Hey, people want to make a big deal out of this, but this is not this. This is just let's.
I'll make a big deal of it. No, I'm going to mock this. I particularly like this.
I've been in situations where you got two people in the protest, you're taking them out, you don't handcuff anyone, you told them they're under arrest. If they want to, I've had people put their hands behind their back and like, oh, you don't have to, like, it's, but I understand the political nonsense. Oh, okay, she did it, she's done it. But if you get mass protests, generally you use zip ties or whatever if you have them available. But sometimes if people are cooperative and that there are like VIPs, like a lot of times there would be VIPs who make these staged arrests. Then obviously, let's go, let's do this, let's do that. Most of the time, you don't even arrest, you don't even handcuff them, unless like sometimes a boss or something, but like you handcuff everybody, and then you'll do that. So I don't know. It's a big political story, but it's really just political nonsense. I'm talking about from my
political
perspective.
Nonsense. It's political. I know I'm not disagreeing with you. It's political nonsense, but I'm going to make fun of the political nonsense because it's entertaining. This tweet from Tom Fitton. So AOC is a criminal insurrectionist, should be banned from federal office, which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That was a good one. But I don't know. Maybe if she wasn't arrested, then maybe we got something. But the fact that as soon as they said she's arrested, the handcuffs are immaterial. But maybe there might be more to the story later on.
In response to the chat's question, doesn't she have the right to protest? Of course, she has the right to protest. She doesn't have the right to block traffic. She can protest lawfully, just like there are lawful ways to protest and there are non-lawful ways to protest. If she wants to stand outside the Supreme Court on the sidewalk and have signs and give speeches and all the rest, there's many ways to protest that are quite lawful. She can't therefore block traffic, which is what she was doing. So she was not. She can't do that.
Yeah, so people understand You can protest on the public street all you want. You don't need a permit. You can just walk and start protesting, and oh, we hate whatever.
Mhm.
And even sometimes in front of public buildings. Like they were at the Supreme Court. When you go onto the streets and block traffic, now you're committing a violation. So generally, what police have to do in that sense is say, okay, you have to move, because you could be, oh, just crossing the street. You can get that sometimes. So you got to move. You're blocking traffic. And then when they say they're not going to move, you'll have an announcement. Okay, if you do not move out the street within a certain amount of time, we're going to arrest you to clear the street. And that's probably what happened. And then you get the disorderly conduct charge, something like that. So that's generally the way it was. And then these type of protests, you saw them a lot during the civil rights movement too, the crossing the bridge and so forth and so forth. It's meant to be that, yes, let's arrest these people, let's get this, get this PR out there, and let's make it seem like we're being arrested for this. So they stayed. This was all staged. They wanted to be arrested. They wanted to make a big show of it, and that's what happened. So,
absolutely, I think that's 100% right. Thank you so much for being part of the Uncivil Law family. If you enjoyed this legal education content, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate your continuing support. And until later, my friends, cheers and goodbye.